Morning, y'all. Today we are going to install some rock sliders on the Cherokee. They came from Rusty's Off-Road. It's not the first Rusty's stuff I've bought. I bought a skid tank plate or a fuel tank skid plate from them, and it worked out pretty good. So we're going to try these rock sliders. Now I already know that they're not going to fit quite right because I've got a long arm lift and the brackets kind of need to go in the same place. So once we get it up in there, we'll see how that goes. We'll have to fab something up. But this is what the rock sliders look like right here. That's the one for the passenger side, and we got the driver's side one sitting down here on the jack, so we can get it under there and try to fit it up. And yeah, it's a motorcycle jack. I don't have a motorcycle, but that jack works real good for all kinds of other things. In particular, pulling Volkswagen engines out of Beetles, and also worked real good for pulling fuel tanks out of vehicles too. So let's get started with trying to get this under here and fit it up and see just how it fits with that long arm lift. So all right, let me show you what the problem is. So in the back, this thing is located right up against the spring bracket right there. So that's a positive location. But in the front here, the problem we're going to have is right here. You can see that the one hole right there is over the top of the bracket for the long arm lift. But it looks like that's going to line up pretty good with the hole that's in the bracket. So we can probably pull that bolt out. Might have to drill the hole out in the slider a little bit. And then they came with these spacers because they knew some people would have trouble. We can cut this off here at the edge and then put it in there behind the other side to hold it. So that ought to work pretty good. So let me move some stuff around, get that bolt out and see what size it is, and we'll go from there. We'll be right back. Let me show you what I came up with here. So right there, I drilled out the hole in the rock slider to 17/32 and put that bolt back in through the rock slider. So now we'll be able to take this spacer plate right here and get this under here where we can see what we're doing. So we can take, yeah, there we go. Take this spacer plate and cut it off right along this line here, so it'll slide up under there, and then put our other bolt through. So that'll work. So now we've got to get the other end get everything jacked up and evened out, and then mark all our holes, pull it back off and pull it back down and then drill everything. And we'll be ready. So let me get busy with that. I have to clearance that a little bit. Ah, there we go. Yeah. She's in there now. All right, that door opens. That door opens. I'd say that fit up's pretty good. So now we just got to mark all the holes and drill them. Sadly, we got to take that back off of there to do that once we get all the holes marked. But not much we can do about that. So let me go ahead and mark all the holes and start drilling, and then we'll get back to putting this in. So we got all the holes drilled now, and we're ready to put the back brackets on the frame in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to roll this under there and get it bolted to the frame. Once we get that done, I looked at it when I was putting it in earlier, and it looks like once I get that bolted to the frame that I will be able to drill the holes for the brackets on the pinch weld without having to remove it again. At least I'm going to try anyways, because that'd be a whole lot easier than having to take this back out again. Alright, first up I gotta get the bolt that goes in the suspension bracket that I drilled out the hole for in first, because it's got a flag nut that I gotta jimmy around in here. And it'll just be easier to do before everything else is up under here. Alright, so all the bolts in the frame are started now. So what we need to do is get this jacked up in place and drill the holes for the pinch seam and put those bolts in, and then we can tighten everything up. We got to get this side jacked up. It's down still. Just like that. All right. Alright, let me go get the drill and the bit, and we'll come back and drill the pinch seam. Put the bolts in there. Alright, I got the nuts and bolts. I got my right angle drill, the right bit. So now we can put these bolts in the pinch weld. Alright, let me see if I can get this under here where you can see what I am doing. There we go. So the instructions that come with this tell you to mark all these holes and then drop this back off of the vehicle again and then drill all these. But with the right angle drill and my lack of enthusiasm for doing stuff over and over again, I think this is going to work out better in the long run. One part about it, it is kind of a pain in the behind to get the Allen wrench in these screws, but So that's what we're doing. Let me reposition this camera and we'll get the rest of them done up. I had to swap batteries, y'all. One thing I can know for sure, just from making these videos, is I have got to invest in a standalone battery charger for these GoPro batteries. Now, let's get this last thing finished up here. All right, that ought to have it. Let's get this stuff out of the way. All right, so that's what it looks like, all installed. And as you just saw, the doors both open. And it's fat boy proof too. So now I got to back out, move this thing over, so get room on the other side to work, and put the other one in. So let me do all that and we'll be back. Alright, on this passenger side, I already rolled it under there and checked. We got the same exact issue we had on the driver's side with the front bracket interfering with the long arm kit. But the same solution's going to work. Going to drill out this hole so the 1/2-inch bolt from the suspension bracket will fit through there, and then use the other half of the piece we cut, the spacer bracket that they include in the kit. Where did it go? Oh well, it's just a piece of flat plate. We use the other half of it to space it up. So other than that, everything's the same as the driver's side, and the camera battery, the second camera battery is about to die. I got to get a charger and some more batteries. So I'm going to shut the camera off and get this knocked out, and then we'll come back once I got this side on and talk about what I think about these and all that good stuff. So be right back. Well, y'all, we have finished the passenger side and moved the Cherokee outside. I have to say I am very happy with this purchase. I like the look of them. The doors clear nicely, but they're tucked up so you'll slide off of stuff. Seems to me like a pretty dang good design. Keep the bottom of the rockers from getting tore up. Now I got those from Rusty's Off-Road. I paid for them. They're not a sponsor. I don't have any sponsors. That's not to say if Rusty's doesn't want to kick me over a set of that body armor with defenders to keep all this crap off the side of my Jeep, I would certainly do a video on them. But those will have to wait until another time because I don't have any money to buy any right now. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. I appreciate y'all watching. If you liked it, liked seeing that those get put on, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll keep bringing more. Appreciate y'all.